the letter, this should be the place.
Sorry, we don't serve the general public. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Wait! We're not the general public.
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the nation, judging by your attire.
Are our clothes really so...
The Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Thoma. It seems there's more to you than meets the eye. In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House, a safe haven for the Yashiro Commission.
Well, that sounds more like it.
Ma vattene va. Voglio vedere Thoma cosa ha da dirci e poi proverò a vedere se mi si sblocca su Meru.
Well, now that we're here, where's Thoma? Paimon doesn't see him anywhere.
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
What? Is that dog talking to us?
Relax. No need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form? Huh. So you
Thoma, lo
didn't see anything
sapevo.
like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
Ah, now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
All right. I've had my fun.
Che simpatico,
You're this close to
Madonna.
getting an ugly nickname, mister.
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long, as was the case in Rito. So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you... But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier. It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you? Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same. But when the lightning struck... so you've heard of his story. His light still burns all the
grazie.
more brightly.
Ovviamente ragazzi, se voi non sapete la
Yes,
storia
of
dell'amico
course.
di Kazuha,
I will bring
andatevi
you
a
to the
vedere
Kamisato
l'evento che ho
residence where the
pubblicato su
Yashiro
YouTube
Commission is
del
located.
Summertime, perché lo spiega nitidamente.
But before that, there is one other place I was hoping you both would accompany me to.
Oh? Where?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now.
Dove andiamo? Vabbè, non mi faccio domande, raga. Non mi faccio domande, vi prego. Madonna, raga, io adoro queste ambientazioni così, però. Questa sembra molto di più una ambientazione giapponese, diciamo così. Ah, eccolo là. Ciao Kamaji.
This area sure feels gloomy. Or
Visions.
visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt
Figo.
Decree are put into...
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt Decree.
Certo.
Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is as for Inazuma, It's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs, and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people. The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma.
Seems like every god has their own.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change. Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched, and this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being, oh, I don't know, selfish?
Only outlanders such as... And yet, I agree.
What?
Huh? Hey, are you okay? You look like you might...
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything. Did...
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then...
Aspirations? Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition, that is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition. So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined. Alright, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Andiamo. Vediamo un po' se ci abbiamo un teletrasporto, non credo. No, ci dobbiamo andare a piedi per forza, raga. Vabbè, dai. Sblocchiamo un po' di teletrasporti, su. Fammi vedere una cosa. Ok, li dobbiamo sbloccare allora prima che ci parlo, raga. Vabbè. Ciao Caterina. Mi ha dato un'altra cosa, perfetto. Perfetto. Stiamo sbloccando un sacco di cose, raga. Ok. Ok. Vediamo se riusciamo a sbloccare qualche altro teletrasporto, raga. Che ci servono come il pane. Esatto. Ne vedo uno. Qua sicuramente dovremmo sbloccare qualcosa. Aspettate che mi ricarico. Allora, qui dritto per dritto ce ne dovrebbe essere uno. Ed è sopra. Ok. Stavo buggando nella roccia, raga. GG per me. Prendiamo subito i teletrasporti, ragazzi, perché ogni volta posso fare sta storia. Dai, 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 che siamo arrivati. Dai, 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 non mi mollare ora, non mi mollare ora. Ok. Allora, dov'è? Ok. Bellissimo, raga. Molto bello. Ma cos'è? Ma sto vedendo delle cose, raga.
Are you here to play?
Ok, qui c'è un altro teletrasporto. Eccolo là. Molto bene. Eccolo qua. Allora, fatemi vedere solo una cosa, ragazzi, perché non so se sono partiti già i drop per l'aggiornamento. Vediamo.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda expected it to be snazzier.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guests. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Ok.
Is this the Shirazage Himegimi you keep going? Oh, behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please
Justamente.
forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, and Thoma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, a commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, traveler, lend us your power, and we can... Oh,
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
no, please, wait! Please, don't go! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must...
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the vision.
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. Then you have my gratitude.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Ah, grazie, Thoma. Tanto non mi aiuterai. Ok. Vero, Thoma, che non mi aiuterai? Già lo so che non mi aiuterai. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Sei di un'utilità, Thoma. Dice no, ma io ti stavo facendo solamente una prova. Se. Oh ragazzi, su Amazon c'è la ricarica per la PlayStation in offerta. Molto bene. No, non era su Amazon allora. No, su un altro sito. Bene. Allora. Dobbiamo prendere questi 3 wish. Vediamo un po'. Ci possiamo andare senza camminare. Yes. Sono estremamente pigra, ragazzi, sappiatelo. Allora, sto finendo un attimo la quest di Inazuma. Nel momento in cui avrò finito un attimo questa, voglio andare a vedere se posso sbloccare Sumeru.
Let's see. Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this?
Precisely. It's much too sudden. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about.
Ah, you must also be here to try it. Tejima has protected this place ever since he arrived, keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off it. But now, all of a sudden, we will gladly apologize if that's the case.
Questi prompt però,
If you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt decree. It's clear that I can't claim to fully understand. Truth be told, we aren't sure.
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around here.
Esatto. Vediamo un po' che è successo.
You must be Tejima. So what?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what read true. But that's... and what made me want to come here 30 years ago? I don't have answers to those questions, because I can't remember anymore. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then,
quello è il
it's
problema,
gone
raga.
now.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help... Oh, maybe if you just try a little...
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some fruit.
I keep a diary?
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more,
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving...
if you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should...
Ah, che angoscia. Vabbè, dai. No. Cos'è un lavender melon?
This looks like Tejima's diet. Let's see what we have today. The villagers and I got together to cook. Today, I helped rescue... I went kite flying today.
Praticamente ha scritto tutto quello che ha
Seems
fatto.
like you're at... Huh? Wait, there's more. I went to pray at the shrine again today. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for.
Vediamo un po'.
So this is the Omamo... interesting. Look at... But anyway, if he had this with him all the time...
Vediamo un po'. Ok. come ci entro io dentro casa sua che non ci posso entrare? Ah. Ok. Adesso sì.
The soil must be something. It looks like Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again? Huh. But he's been here for 30 years. Well, let's go give Tejima his.
Vediamo un po'. No.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my... But still, it's clear that I was waiting for... Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. And just look at all... How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Love? Regret? No. After all, I've forgotten who she was.
Ah,
It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. I think... maybe not. Although, what if she were to turn up eventually? Only to find I didn't remember. When I think about it like that, how curious. I shall remain here, and...
Tejima seems to be dealing okay. Seems it's just like Ayaka. That's certainly. At least we were able to help.
poverino.
According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
Invece di farcela a piedi, ragazzi, facciamo così. Allora, vediamo un po'. Vediamo.
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining. But why would they? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to...
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation.
How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us?
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
Oh, huh? And who are...
What? We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions, and he's keeping the provisions for himself. I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think it's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But maybe we should talk to Kurosawa.
Vediamo un po'. Dici.
I've never even... I don't know what... My own family can barely get by as... And that's the first...
Well, that's strange.
To be perfectly honest, all I know is that I... And...
Does it have to do...
I didn't take any. Like, to top it all off, if you don't believe me...
Huh. But we better we should be...
Ok. attacchi lì.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods.
You haven't. Today's just the
Che
beginning.
pizza che siete.
Seem like the treasure.
Another test.
Sì, sì.
No, my sword!
Wiggly.
You're open.
Ma com'è volato quello?
Oh, there goes all the Mora. Come on, Bob.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you. Kurosawa. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck.
So what did you see inside?
Food supplies. You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found, I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal?
You've got it.
Huh?
What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Yeah. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom. As for you guys, you're free to go.
Yes, of course.
So, we redeem?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Sono scappati. Sì, vabbè, magari non volevo proprio saltare sopra quell'affare, però va bene. Un po' più su? Non potevi andare? Mannaggia la miseria. Ciao ragazzi. Ok.
Welcome to, or perhaps, there's, so you're...
Whoa, let's not get... How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase like usual?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions, Kurosawa thought that, so he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. And no one ever...
People's attitudes will always reflect their... Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. As for why he chose... If you're still curious, why don't you go... I see. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword?
Oh, I've asked him in hindsight. Why don't you ask? Oh, but before...
But...
Information is all... Don't
Ah,
worry.
che pizza.
I won't charge.
At least we now know. Let's go talk to...
Cioè, vi rendete conto, raga? Ya, devo pure pagare questa. Non c'ho parole. Kurosawa, dai un po'.
I presented them with a choice. It turned out, did you manage to track down the treasure hoard?
That just about sums it up.
Strange. I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told, why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that this sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was... What did he say? It would seem that I forgot many important... All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade and said to me...
Hey, if you look carefully, can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly but what use of virtue and
C'è un cane che mi sta
the
alitando
Tenryou
nell'orecchio.
Commission sees my vision. And the irony of I'm incapable.
Yet another. When we get the chance, let's speak to... In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah. Fortunately for... Let's go find the next poor soul.
Ok, troviamo l'ultimo. Eccolo qua.
The third person who... Paimon heard... This is his dojo...
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the...
Maybe, but things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there!
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you...
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty... But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got...
From the way you're dressed. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we
Ma va?
haven't arrived at the
Avevo
best of
capito.
times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to... I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? Sensei's name is Thoma. Though self-taught, he once said that his... And so... But then...
not long ago, Sensei had... He says the strength... Junior and I... But if I'm honest...
The Grand Naru...
You haven't heard of it? Not that we'd have... So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening.
So...
Porca vacca.
Shh. Just now, when she asked him who the...
Era già sera, ragazzi, per quello non abbiamo dovuto mandare avanti il tempo. Solamente una coincidenza, raga. Sto mandando avanti veloce perché comunque abbiamo capito che c'è un esorcismo di mezzo. E chi è questo?
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? We won't let them get away... Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person sighted!
Dove vai, Ciccio?
Unless...
Excuse me? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts?
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon. I don't care to talk about that time anymore.
His senior? What?
Anzai? Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same sword master. I had begun training practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art, but Domon was different. The first sensei scolded him and told him that the art, I thought so too at the time, but Domon, only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world.
Sure sounds like he...
Potere e soldi, raga, sono la rovina del mondo, pure nei
Of all the
videogiochi.
disciples, I was Domon's arrival. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei. After that, I wanted nothing further to do. So, when I heard I decided to... So you see... Okay, you've heard my story.
Seems still...
Proprio così.
What? You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible?
Nanako, please.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, and all is certainly.
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable. I am unable to say for certain whether an
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask.
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. I must leave now.
Ecco, a lei non piace aspettare.
Who'd have
Manca a
thought
me.
Lady Yai...
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai?
No, that's not what I meant at all. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head... Anyway, given that you've traveled all this way...
Sure! After all, who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing...
Vediamo un po'. Ah! Ok. Saliamo da qua, raga. Facciamo prima. Che bello, raga. Quelli sono quelli che mi servono per cosa, raga? Oh mio Dio. Quando mi viene il nome ve lo dico, Per Kazuha. No, Kazuha. Oh sì, non mi ricordo, raga. Non mi ricordo se era Kazuha o Eizu. E io quell'affare come lo pio? Aspettate, Non l'ho preso! Vabbè, poi vedo come si prende, raga. Mo non mi va di perdere tempo. C'è un altro coso lì? Ioni Kabuto, sì. Non ho visto, ragazzi, sono caduto giù. Mannaia la miseria. Che cacchio è sto posto, raga? Ah, ok. Vabbè, raga, però se si trovano così, questi è abbastanza buona come cosa. Vi ricordo, non mi sovviene in questo momento per quale personaggio mi servivano quei cosi. Però se sono facili da trovare, ben venga. Vai, 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 vai. Vai, 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 vai. Recuperiamo. Ok. Madonna, ragazzi, sta proprio in cima. Che bellezza. Ci dovrebbe essere vicino pure un teletrasporto, però purtroppo quando sei in una zona nuova, ragazzi, è così, ok. Ma cosa sei? Ma cos'è? Ma io, raga, non so neanche cosa sia. Oh, scarafaggio. Io lo chiamo scarafaggio, raga, ma lo so che non so scarafaggi, No! Non mi far cadere. Ok. Ok, dobbiamo salire ancora un po'. Che meraviglia, raga. Lo posso dire? Che meraviglia. Ecco il teletrasporto. Alleluia. Bellissimo. Bellissimissimo. Ok, dobbiamo andare qui. Magari facciamo un giro. Ok. Perfetto. E cos'è questo? Che bello.
Do you think that's Lady Yacht? Also,
Che
is it
bello.
just
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for
Lady Yai, it must. This is nothing like him at all.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But then did.
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against. As for what has triggered this change,
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai, even without his ambition...
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art. Stillness of mind, freedom from all There was once... one then.
Lady Yai, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the sword masters. It requires one to take only a deep commit when that ambition did...
Poor sensei.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father. Sensei. Onsai.
That's enough.
Huh? Did he follow us the whole...
Onsai. Why are there two of you? is that you are a ghost. You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. Now
No,
I know
vabbè.
that we can't place our hopes in you, but that is no reason to strip...
But what if one day I put everything I had into trying to be... If there's a chance they'll end up...
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my...
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me. So I can't claim to understand. So, just you are not in the same position.
I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Miyakiyoshi, sweetheart. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and... But as your sensei, this is my promise.
You can count on that. But I am now... Well, don't...
So even though his ambition was taken...
Traveler, a moment, please.
So, the wind that blows from afar for us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment.
Cioè?
I have high hopes for you.
Ooh, lady, she seems super...
Non so se è un bene o un male. Perfetto. Ok, io però prima di fare quella di Kamisato, ragazzi, mi fermerei un attimo qui. Fatemi vedere una cosa, raga. Allora, la nuova parte dovrebbe essere questa. Il problema è che io devo capire se eventualmente posso andarci. Se non ci posso andare, raga, non possiamo sbloccare Sumeru. C'è la miseria. Allora, no, non mi interessa combattere. No, 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 non hai capito proprio niente tu. Ok, facciamo così. Piano piano, regà, e cerchiamo di capire se si può fare. Ok. Fatemi vedere. Allora, se non ci sono bordi rossi non dovremmo aver problemi. Ma se ci sono i bordi rossi, raga, siamo fregati. Ok. Forse potrei farcela. Ho ricaricato? È quello là, ragazzi. Vediamo. No, non mi dite che posso. Posso sbloccare su Meru? Non me lo dite così, raga. Ok. Vediamo un po'. Leaf Sigil. Ecco qua. Nuovo dominio. Non l'ho preso mai. Vabbè. Vediamo un po'. Oh, Sumeru City. Eccolo qui. No, vabbè, raga. No, vabbè. L'ho potuto sbloccare, raga. Non ci credo. Che meraviglia. Allora, non credo che avremo delle missioni. Allora, aspettate. L1. Ah! Ma cos'è? Vabbè, raga. Ok, la cosa si fa interessante, raga. Abbiamo sbloccato tutta una parte di mappa. Pocca vacca. Però attualmente questo non ci dà delle missioni, giusto? No, perché le abbiamo tutte di Inazuma. L'unico modo che abbiamo per sbloccare quella missione è... No, vabbè, raga. Allora, facciamo così. Domani ci dedichiamo a Sumeru, ok? Cominciamo a sbloccarci la mappa, ci sblocchiamo un po' di teletrasporti, ce la esploriamo tutta per bene. Madonna, ragazzi, comunque se ci fate caso, guardate la mappa quanto cacchio è grande ancora.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.